With winter weather beginning to move in this week, it may be time to get those skis ready. We're taking a live look at Mount Shasta, where the mountain is expected to see several feet of snow and hopes to open this Saturday. Thanks for staying up with us on Newswatch 12 at 11. I'm Oscar Rodriguez. Mount Shasta made the announcement on social media this afternoon saying they're excited to welcome visitors for the season. This is a tentative opening date, but the mountain hopes to make an official announcement later this week. And for more information, you can head over to kdrv.com. Mount Ashland ski area also announced that an inspection revealed vital components of the Windsor chairlift needs to be replaced. This left the ski area the decision to choose between the Windsor or the aerial chairlift to be replaced first. Today, General Manager Andrew Gass posted on social media that the Windsor chairlift will be the ski area's priority over the aerial chairlift. Gass said that the reason is one of the components of the Windsor is at the end of this life and has to be replaced.
The goal is to be proactive, be preventative, so that we don't run into a situation where the chair is not operable for a season. Go ahead and get it replaced so that the mountain is completely functional every year going into the future.
Gass said that the Windsor chairlift will be operating for this year's ski season and it has all the routine maintenance done and the inspection has been cleared. For more information about the chairlift project, you can head over to kdrv.com. Now let's head over to Storm Alert Weather 12 Chief Meteorologist Sarah Kress. Still missing Matt. I'm missing Matt. That's it. But Sarah, what can we expect the snow to see on the mountains?
We're definitely expecting to see some snow on our mountains this week, especially into the Mount Shasta area, where it does look a little bit promising for the weekend. We'll have to hold out for the official announcement, but I can say that it is looking pretty positive. But right now we're tracking out our next system moving in as the atmospheric river kind of pushes its way northward a bit, and we'll be seeing rain spread across the region throughout our morning into the afternoon tomorrow. Here's a look out at the bigger picture where rain has just been dumping into California due to that atmospheric river. We've already seen quite a bit over the weekend, and we're going to remain active through the rest of our week. But it is cooling down rather quick tonight. We're at 37 for Medford, over to Montague we're at 38, Grants Pass at 34. 31 for Klamath Falls, 42 for Brookings, and along the coast we're also at 46 for Gold Beach. So overnight tonight it is going to be rather cool across the region. Even over east side we'll see those temperatures drop down to the upper 20s and the lower 30s. We'll see the lower 30s possible into our west side valleys and even northern California. But notice that rain is returning back to the region starting tonight, and it is going to pick up a bit more so into tomorrow. We expect mostly cloudy to overcast skies. Temperatures will be a little bit cooler into our west side valleys. We can expect the upper 40s east side and even into northern California, lower 50s along the coast. So for tomorrow, we'll see rain spread across the region into the afternoon, picking up again later into the evening. We'll have that short break in a few areas afternoon, I should say late afternoon for inland areas. And then we're also going to be tracking out some mountain snow and some stronger wind gusts. Now, in terms of those wind gusts, it is going to be picking up starting into those evening hours, especially for the Shasta Valley, east side, and then we'll see it be a widespread across the region as we switch into those overnight hours. From earlier, we have had some updates to our wind alerts, including some time extensions to those high wind warnings east side and into the Shasta Valley. But I'll let you know what you can expect with wind, mountain snow, and of course heavy rain all coming up in your next forecast. Oscar?
Thank you, Sarah. With Asante's Orthopedic Surgery and Spine Care Clinic in Ashland is set to close in the spring of next year. Newswatch 12 reached out to Asante and confirmed both will be closed on March 4th. Asante said in an event, a service, procedure, or follow-up can be not complete by March 4th. They will support patients with referrals to a new provider. And this morning, Klamath Falls City Schools classified workers donated $10,000 to the Klamath Lake County Food Bank ahead of more wage negotiations. These educators, who are the lowest paid in the district, secured the funds through the Oregon Education Association. The president of Classified Educators Union told Newswatch 12 the donation means a lot as it supports students, their families, and school staff.
It's really tough. I'm so glad that we were able to get this to support our 25% of our membership is using state assistance, whether that be OHP, food stamp benefits, needing to utilize the food bank.
And after the donation event, negotiations continued, but no deal was reached. These educators are now calling for mediation and say they're prepared to strike if the district does not agree to increase the wages in the new year. And today marked the end of an era for the F-15C fighter jet at Kingsley Field. But the bittersweet ending is opening new doors for future fighter jets and pilots. Newswatch Seoul's Grace Ritz had a chance to attend the last taxi and find out more about what's in store.
After decades of protecting the skies and training fighter pilots, the final two F-15C Eagle jets at Kingsley Field said their final goodbye in a final taxi.
You know, we've trained a little over 1,000 pilots, sent them around the world, doing great things for America and the defense of our nation. 104-0 in air-to-air combat. That's an unprecedented history and legacy, really, for the training that happens here at Kingsley Field. Retired and active Air Force members and their families lined the flight line, offering one final salute as the jets departed for NASA, making a final loop over the town. It was kind of like a reunion out there today. There was former base commanders, people that recruited me here. It was pretty neat to see, but everybody's kind of rallying. And the sounds of these jets have become familiar to many. These have been a daily part of our lives for the last 3 decades, and then part of the community's lives for the last 3 decades. These F-15C fighter jets have trained over 1,000 pilots, and now they're moving on and bringing a brighter future to Kingsley Field. Now it's our turn to move to the next generation of fighter. We get rid of the parts and pieces in the warehouse, and then we have a lot of construction to do. So we're looking to get the record of decision signed this summer. That kind of the slap the table that you're getting a new mission. Once that's done, we can start construction and really retooling the base for the future. Although this is a bittersweet closing of a chapter, Kingsley Field is excited to plan for the next generation of fighter jets and pilots. Reporting in Klamath Falls, I'm Grace Ritz.
And the annual Greystone Court Holiday Food and Fun Drive is back for its 25th year and runs through Christmas Eve in East Medford. The event will be held nightly from 5:30 to 9 p.m. on Greystone Court, located off North Phoenix Road in East Medford. Community members are invited to donate non-perishable food items and cash to benefit the Access Food Bank. Santa Claus will visit each evening from 6:30 to 8:30, but as well candy canes and dog treats will be available nightly. And Ashland's annual Gnome Coming returns this winter with a new way for the community to connect and reflect. This year's festivities include the mycelium map inside White Rabbit at 5 North Main Street. Organizers say it's a space for remembrance and healing, where you can leave mementos, light candles, and honor loved ones.
Many cultures around the world honor these various times as this idea that the veil is thin and it's easier to connect with those who are on the other side. Wherever you are, make a wish for the season and make it, again, the wish that it fills your heart.
A closer look at this year's event can be found on our website. And Grants Pass is now home to the Selfie Boutique, where you can find a variety of themed backdrops, including a book lover's nook, holiday scenes, a giant cake, and more. These creative spaces are perfect for birthday parties, graduation photos, or just some fun with a friend. Their grand opening and ribbon cutting featured a very special guest, Tango the Mini Horse, who definitely stole the show. And we are now just 9 days from the deadline for the survivors of the 2020 Labor Day wildfires to apply for the Homeowner Assistance and Reconstruction Program. Oregon Housing and Community Service says the HARP program helps survivors rebuild, repair, or buy a new home, as well as reimbursement out-of-pocket expenses. The application starts with an eligibility questionnaire, which now has expanded criteria. More details on available assistance, resources, and survivor stories can be found on kdrv.com. And the Foodery is announcing a new vendor at the table. Curbside Kings, based out of Grants Pass, will be the newest addition to the food hall. While there is no exact opening date yet, the Foodery says Curbside Kings has an Asian fusion foundation, but will have a few fun curveballs on the menu. And we're getting closer to our goal, as we have now collected 5,000 bags of groceries for our annual Stuff the Truck campaign to feed local families. But we still need about 1,500 more to fill an entire semi-truck, and we need your help to do it. All you have to do is visit any Raised Food place and buy a $25 bag of groceries at checkout, and we'll take care of the rest. That's easy. You can also head over to our website at kdrv.com to make a monetary donation.